Hello, I'm here to talk to you today about joining the military, Air Force specifically, and the benefits you could receive from that. Some of the things I'll get into are career paths that you will be able to choose if you choose to join the military. Next will be the education, such as whether you choose to educate yourself while on active duty or whether you want to get education outside the military. And lastly will be the benefits you can receive, such as pay and allowances, retirement, and healthcare benefits. Now, going into the career paths, there are several things you can do should you choose to join the military, and that is whether you want to join active duty, whether you want to join the reserves, or whether you want to join the Guard. Now from that, you'll be able to choose your career field depending on your interest, whether you want to be an aircraft mechanic, whether you want to be a firefighter, or whether you want to work in services. They have different groups of career fields that you'll be able to choose, such as mechanical, administrative, general, and electrical. Now from that, once you join the military and you want to expand and do something else to benefit yourself later on in your career, or just to give yourself a little something extra for when you get out of the military, there are special duty opportunities for you once you've been in a certain period of time. These special duty include certain things such as military training instructors or drill sergeants, military training leaders, or even recruiters. Now, once you figure out what you want to do with your career and career duties, you can move on into the educational part of your career. Education will begin right away from basic training to your technical school. Depending on what job you pick, your technical school is going to be from several weeks long to over a year long, depends on what career you go for. But you will get the education and training you need to be an effective worker in that career, and possibly, depending on what you're working on, certifications that could benefit you on the outside as well. Now from that, when you go to technical school and every other formal school you go to after that, you will receive credits from the Community College of the Air Force towards an associate's degree in your career field. The Community College of the Air Force is credited through the Southern Associations of Colleges and Schools, and depending on how many credits you get, you can either earn your associate's or master's degree. Now, there are other routes to taking college, such as 100% tuition assistance, which will pay up to $250 per semester hour, or $4,500 for your fiscal year. Now on top of that, you have your 9/11 GI Bill and your regular GI Bill. Your regular GI Bill will give you up to 36 months of schooling benefits and can be used up to 10 years after you exit from active duty. The post 9/11 GI Bill will give you the same 36 months, but will extend out to 15 years after you choose to terminate from the military, as well as being able to transfer unused portions of that to your dependents for their use. Now, other benefits that you could get from joining the military would be salaries and your basic allowances. Certain salaries you could receive from the military would be your basic paycheck, guaranteed paycheck every month, which would be based off of your rank, as well as your time in service or even your time in that rank. Other allowances you could receive: basic allowance for housing. If you live off base, you will receive a housing allowance that will pay for your majority of your housing, as well as your basic allowance for substance, which will pay for food and certain other things that you may need to take care of. If you live in the dorms, then all that stuff is taken care of, or if you live on base, it will all be paid for. Another thing is your retirement. 20-year retirement. You join the military at 18 years old, you'll be eligible to retire at 38 years old. This retirement is non-payroll deduction. They do not take anything out of your paycheck. However, you do have the eligibility to sign up for the thrift savings plan, which will deduct money from your paycheck and enroll it into a 401k. Lastly, we have the medical and dental benefits. If you're active duty, you will be taken care of through medical and dental, as well as your dependents will be able to enroll in TRICARE as well as a TRICARE dental program, or even depending on where you are stationed overseas, you might be able to have it taken care of for you and your dependents if you have them. Now from that, we went over the career paths you could choose from the military, such as choosing a element of the military you'd like to serve, your job, and special duties you could go for from there. There's also the educational benefits that we went over as far as your schools and continuing education through college. And lastly, the benefits you could receive from your paycheck, from retirement, as well as medical and dental benefits you could receive. Now with this information, I hope it could benefit you or someone you know later on in the future. I thank you for your time. Good day.